Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to cut through the noise, get straight to what matters, and today we are diving headfirst into the world of AI tools. It's moving so fast.
It really is. Almost hard to keep up sometimes.
Totally. So our mission, really, for you listening, is to unpack how these tools are, already changing things. Daily life, how we work, right now.
hmm And we've got some great material to work from. We're going to focus mainly on three big ones you've probably heard of: ChatGPT, Midjourney, and Sora.
Right. The goal here is a clear, simple look, practical stuff. How this actually affects you. No hype, just the real deal.
Exactly. It's fascinating stuff how these went from just ideas to, well, tools you can use every single day. We want to show you what they can do and, yeah, how they might fit into your work or maybe your creative side projects.
Okay, let's start with ChatGPT then. A lot of people know it as like a chatbot,
Yeah.
but the sources we looked at paint a much bigger picture for this large language model.
Oh, definitely.
So what are some of the really practical things people are doing with it beyond just, writing a quick email?
Yeah, good question. What's really standing out from the research is how it's not just drafting things. It's actually like revolutionizing content creation itself. We're seeing solid examples.
Hmm.
Think about marketing. Generating almost an entire campaign from just one basic idea.
Hmm.
You get ad copy, social media posts.
Wow.
Yeah. Or imagine a screenwriter. They can rapidly try out different script ideas, get dialogue variations, scene descriptions almost instantly. Speeds up that whole feedback process like crazy.
So it understands what you're trying to, the context.
Precisely. That's the key. It's like it can brainstorm with you. It's not just taking orders.
That's a huge leap. Takes away some of the heavy lifting, especially in the early stages of creating something.
Mm,
And this power, it goes beyond just text, right? We're seeing a similar thing happening with visuals. The sources really hammer home how Midjourney and Sora are changing the game for images and video.
absolutely. Think about what it used to take to create really good visuals. You needed expensive software, lots of training, maybe weeks of work.
Right, huge barriers for many people.
Exactly. But our sources show that with Midjourney, which is a text-to-image tool, designers, or even non-designers, are making things like mood boards or visuals for a pitch in just minutes, not hours or days.
Just by describing what they want in text.
Yep. Turns abstract ideas into pretty concrete images. It's quite amazing.
Okay, and then there's Sora. That's OpenAI's text-to-video model. How's that pushing things even further?
Well, Sora steps it up again. Imagine you're, say, a small business owner or a YouTuber. You need a cool product demo or maybe a complex little scene for an ad online. Sora lets you basically just describe it, and it generates a video clip, often quite cinematic too.
Without needing cameras or editing software.
Pretty much, at least for generating the raw footage or a proof of concept.
Oh.
You use these really complex AI models trained on tons of data so they can interpret your description and create something totally new, often looking very realistic.
Okay, so connecting the dots here. Who's really benefiting most from this accessibility and efficiency you're talking about? What does it mean for someone just trying to get work done?
It's a big deal across the board, really, but especially for people who create content for a living, or even just as part of their job. The sources we looked at specifically mention freelancers, YouTubers, indie filmmakers, designers, people like that.
Because it saves time and money.
Huge amounts.
Yeah.
There was one story about a small online shop owner using Midjourney. They created like a dozen mock-ups for a new clothing line in just an hour.
Wow, an hour.
Yeah. Something would have cost them maybe hundreds of dollars for a designer or taken them days to do themselves. It's about making powerful tools available to, well, almost anyone.
That seems to be the core idea, doesn't it? That tools like ChatGPT, Midjourney, and Sora are making this kind of creative and professional work easier, more accessible, more efficient for everybody. Whether you run a small business or it's just a hobby or you're a full-time creative pro, these tools offer new ways to save time, cut costs, and still get really impressive results. It really brings home the direct impact on you, the listener, making amazing images, making videos, without needing years of training, opening up new ways to write, to create.
Right. So maybe as you think about all this, here's something to chew on. If these powerful tools let you create articles, scripts, images, even videos, without needing all those specialized skills, what new projects, what creative ideas does that suddenly make possible for you right now?